In this video, we will analyze what is the phenomenon called deflation, what causes it, its effects on the economy, and how to control it. We will also see a real-world example of rampant deflation. Deflation is a general decline in prices for goods and services, typically associated with a contraction in the supply of money and credit. During a deflationary period, the nominal costs of products, services, labor, and capital decrease. Despite that, their relative prices may remain unchanged. Consumers can profit from deflation because the value of the products that they are purchasing is decreasing, so they can buy more products with the same amount of money. Let's now look at the main causes of deflation. Milton Friedman, a renowned economist, believed that under ideal policy, the nominal rate should be zero and the price level should decline continuously at the real interest rate, with the central bank aiming for a rate of deflation equal to the real interest rate on government bonds. His idea gave rise to a guideline for monetary policy called the Friedman Rule. Prices often fall because of a reduction in overall demand. Also, reduced government spending, stock market declines, the consumer's desire to save more money, and higher interest rates can contribute to this change. Now that we have analyzed the main causes of deflation, let's move on to the devastating ramifications of economic deflation. A large consequence of rampant deflation is an increase in unemployment. That happens because, as prices drop, company profits decrease, and companies may cut costs by laying off workers. If a deflationary trend is not managed properly, that can cause a deflationary spiral. That is a domino effect caused by the ever-increasing deflation. Falling prices may result in less production. Less production may lead to lower pay. Lower pay may result in a drop in demand. A drop in demand may cause increasingly lower prices, and so on and so forth. Governments have a few strategies that can help to combat deflation. One strategy is boosting the money supply. The Federal Reserve can buy back Treasury securities, which will increase the supply of currency in the economy. With greater supply, each dollar is less valuable, encouraging people to spend more money so prices can begin rising. Governments can also attempt to make borrowing easier. A central bank can increase the amount of credit available, or it can mandate lower interest rates so that people can borrow more. If the central bank lowers the amount of cash commercial banks must have on hand, then banks can loan out more money. This encourages spending and helps raise prices. Let us now move on to the case of deflation in Japan. Japan's economy has struggled with sluggish growth and recession since the 1990s, a phenomenon dubbed as Japan's lost decade. But what caused this prolonged stagnation? The deflation of general prices has not been the root cause of the stagnation, but rather has been just one manifestation of more fundamental problems. The basic driving force of the stagnation seems to have been the need to work off the excesses in capital, labor, and debt built up in the late 1980s and early 1990s. One overlooked problem is Japan's aging population, which has resulted in a shrinking workforce and decreased economic activity. Additionally, local governments have relied heavily on transfers from the central government. Also, the requirement for more collateral have made Japanese banks reluctant to lend money to small businesses and startups. Although the causes of Japan's deflation are complex, reforms to combat the issues of an aging population, reducing transfers from central to local governments, and diversifying of household asset allocation can assist in stimulating growth in Japan. Thank you for watching.